Hello and welcome to CUBN, Christians United Broadcasting Network. This is a news hour. My name is Troy. You can find us at cubnlive.com. Now today for our news, we have gay British actor warns against sex change for children. Okay. This is going to be a cool... British homosexual actor Robert Everett has warned parents and clinicians against encouraging children who believe they should be the opposite sex. Speaking from his own experience as a boy, Everett said, "I really wanted to be a girl. Thank God the world of now wasn't then, because I'd be on hormones and I'd be a woman. After I was 15, I never wanted to be a woman again." Everett's comments support not only medical evidence but also that's a long word. The psychotherapeutic theories that got Toronto child psychologist Dr. Kenneth Zucker fired last December from the Centre for Addiction and Mental Health. They also go against the LGBT lobby that insists gender dysphoria is an inherent medical natural condition. Not a mental illness. Everett made his comments to the Sunday Times, acknowledging that in his own childhood, he wanted to be a girl and dressed up such all the time. Had the medical therapeutic community's current support of transgenderism prevailed then, along with its willingness to provide hormone blockers at an early age and cross-gender hormones in late teens, Everett says he probably would be living as a woman today. "It's nice to be allowed to express yourself," he told the Times. "But the hormone thing, very young, is a bad step. I think a lot of children have ambivalence when they're very young to what sex they are, on what they feel about everyone, and there should be a way of embarrassing it, short of doing permanent damage. Embracing it short of doing permanent damage." Everett was also critical of Bruce Jenner, the Olympic gold medalist turned Hollywood personality who, after fathering several children, now lives as a woman and goes by Caitlyn Jenner. Everett told the Sunday Times had no clue about living as a transgender. Wow. That is crazy. Everett comments and his homosexuality support the research done by Zucker, who was fired under pressure from the LGBT community late last year. Zucker treated 500 transgender individuals in the 30 years of Zucker and his associates at the CAMH believe that gender dysphoria, the idea that one's gender is the opposite of his or her biological sex, is a mental illness with psychosocial roots. As Jesse Single explained in a New York Magazine article on Zucker's ouster, Zucker and like-minded clinicians. Clinicians believe that messages from family, peers, and society do a huge amount of the work of helping from reinforce the solidify gender identities, and that at young ages, these identities tend to be quite malleable. There is great potential for confusion. Research independent of Zucker's indicates between 75% and 90% of gender dysphoric children come to self-identify with their biological sex if their gender confusion is not encouraged with hormones and they are not mutilated with surgery. Zucker's own findings were that the majority of these young people would grow up with homosexual or bisexual inclinations. Zucker and his fellow therapists advise parents to broaden their child's play and toys to include those favored by their biological peers. While counseling the children to reframe their own cross-gender feelings as mere preferences in terms of clothes or pastimes, and not proof they were born in the wrong body. Zucker is not the only scientist to suffer persecution by the LGBT community. J. Michael Bailey, the former head of the psychology department of Northwestern University, was the target of an effort to keep him fired for unprofessional conduct after publishing a book of the different theories of gender called The Man Who Would Be Queen. Dr. Bailey agrees with Zucker that homosexuality and gender dysphoria are learned and not innate. Northwestern dismissed the accusations against Bailey. Dr. Joseph Berger, a prominent Ontario psychiatrist, I can't read that word. The vocal advocate of the traditional psychiatric view that transgenders are merely depressed in most cases of psychiatric. Okay, I got it now. Psychotic, in a few cases, was also the target of a spurious attack from LGBT activists. It was quickly dismissed by the professional organization. Pressure is mounting from the transgender lobby and political liberals to allow cross-gender hormones in the early teen years in order to ease a transgender youth's full transition. Cross-gender hormones begin the development of cross-gender characteristics such as breast, facial hair, and gender-appropriate bone structure in early teen years. But a group of conservative doctors has condemned this approach. In a forceful statement, Dr. Michael Cretilla, president of the American College of Pediatricians, called cross-gender hormone treatment to teens morally unconscionable. Wow, because even older adolescents are not cognitively mature enough to provide informed consent for treatments that will result in a long-term, irreversible, life-altering effects such as permanent Sterility related. Give me some easy words over here. Come on. That, my friend, is gay British actor warns against sex change for children. In other words, the longer you stay and try to talk to them about a male and a female, the shorter it'll be for them to understand that they can get used to their sex, if they're a male or a female, if you have understood what I've read. Alright, thank you.